Hello, Lakeside students. My name is Ron Flickinger, and I'm a retired Fort Wayne Community Schools employee. And I've been contracted by the Career Academy to here at Anthos for a special project that I hope will not only introduce you to the concept of high school, but will show you how connected high school is to middle school. This program has had three components. We want to be in every sixth grade classroom, and we want to visit those classrooms and share a short video with you to let you know that there's opportunities in high school that are available really not to all kids, but to kids who have done their best in both middle school and in high school. In 7th grade, you're watching this video right here that's going to take place after I'm done speaking. And you're going to be listening to some students who actually attended your middle school, and they're going to be sharing with you some important things about being a successful high school student. And they'll introduce themselves to you in just a minute. Next year in 8th grade, we hope to do two things in your classrooms. We want to bring into each 8th grade classroom in the Fort Wayne Community Schools high school students, again, from your middle school, that will share with you specifically about the transition from 8th grade to 9th grade. And also we'd like them to share with you what they did in 9th and 10th grade to make 11th and 12th grade a really exciting and successful experience. We also, by the way, have produced a video for 8th graders that talks about the IDT process. We hope your counselors or teachers will share that video with you when you're in the 8th grade. And we hope these activities will help you as you enter high school, which is the last phase of your final preparation for life while you're still living at home. After high school, you're kind of on your own. So why don't you sit back and listen closely to the good advice you're about to receive from students who were sitting in those very same seats just a few short years ago.
Hello, Lakeside students. My name is Christine Risotto, and I am a current student at IPFW. I graduated from Northrop High School and spent 2 years studying graphic design here at the Career Academy at Anthos. So I have been hired by the Career Academy to moderate this discussion by former Lakeside students to help you be successful in high school. Today we have two current high school students, and I will let them introduce themselves to you.
Hi, I'm Vesela. I take the fire science program in the mornings. I go to Woodland High School in the afternoon, but I used to go to Northside. Fire, you get to do hands-on stuff and actually get to put out fires, and it's actually a lot more physical.
Yeah. And when you think of fire science, you usually think of a lot of guys. So what made you, as a girl, want to go into this program?
I wanted to defy the stereotypes and just jump into it hands first, and I don't regret being one of the girls. It's actually 7 to 4 in the class, and it's evenly distributed, but having other girls in the class as well really does help because we're together.
Yeah. That's good. And how about you, Jacob?
I'm Jacob. I'm at Anthos in the morning for the welding department, and then in the afternoon I go to Northrop. And in welding we get to build stuff and cut things out with fire, and a lot of hands-on stuff. It's just about all hands-on.
Okay. And Jacob is actually not a Lakeside student, but what middle school did you go to?
I went to Northwood.
He went to Northwood. We were supposed to have Lakeside grad Raymond Angelo come to get interviewed today, but he is in a co-op job. So you basically can get a job while you're in high school as well, and that's why he couldn't make it today. But you said welding, right?
Yeah.
What made you want to go into welding?
I knew I wanted to do something hands-on, and I like building things, and you can get a very high-paying job in welding. And
well, welcome to filming today, and thank you for doing this today. Let me start by asking you both, what do you plan on doing after high school? What is your overall goal with the programs you're in, or?
I joined the fire program because I'm going into the Navy as a naval firefighter. It's given me a really great head start on what I should expect in the whole fire program itself. I will be leaving for basic in September, and basic training for 2 months, and then I will go to my A school and learn everything that I'm learning now all over again, but I'll have a head start, so I'll be like, hey, I already know this.
That's awesome.
And I'm probably going to be in for 8 or 20 years. I don't know. I know I'm in for 8 so far, but that's about it.
Then what made you want to join the armed forces?
I just have always had a fascination for people who have served for our country, and I just want to be a part of that unity.
Well, that's great.
I plan on getting a job first for either a year or two and getting some money saved up, and then there's a really good welding school in Troy, Ohio that I'd like to go to just to make me that much better of a welder and get that much better of a job.
That's awesome. Well, good luck with that, guys. Thanks for sharing that, but we want to spend the majority of our time thinking about 8th grade. So let's talk about the direct connections between 8th grade and high school. Looking back, what did you do in 8th grade that really helped you in high school? Were there any certain classes you took or any sort of habits that you had, skills that kind of helped you out?
In 8th grade, I started to get my stuff together. I pulled up my grades from F's to D's back in 7th and 6th grade up to A's and A, B's, and C's, and I realized that I needed to get myself prepared for high school because I knew high school was going to be a little bit harder, and so I started to take my classes seriously, and then I also took extracurricular classes. I was in band all throughout middle school, and I was also in like art and gym.
Yeah.
But with band, you get like that foundation of friendship, and it's a unity. You're a team in band class. And I went to Northside originally for 3 years, and like the only reason I went to Northside was because of the band program. Mr. King is an amazing band teacher, and he's like a grandfather to all of us.
Yeah.
He holds us under his wings, and so you never feel alone. And with band starting in the summer of 8th to freshman year, I got to know the school, and I got to know the people.
Well, that's always a good thing because you'll know someone as you go into high school, which is great. So did you do any extracurricular activities?
At Northwood we had a TV class that I took during the day, and then after school we did a lot of filming like outside, and that was good. You had to work as a group to get something done, and it was good to see what you had done. And then I took advanced math 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. In 8th grade that helped because I had Algebra 1, which gave me my high school credit.
Okay.
And then going into freshman year I could take geometry, and that also meant I could take the engineering program at Northrop starting my freshman year.
And then could you explain the dual credit? What does it do for you?
Basically all I just took my class, which they step you up, so it's not like you're really in a really hard class, it's you're ready for it. And then as you get your middle school grade, you're also getting your credits on your transcript for high school.
For high school. Okay.
Yeah, I did that as well with math. I skipped 8th grade math and went directly into 9th grade Algebra 1.
That's great. So it definitely helps you out. And are these college credits as well?
No, they're just, you get to transfer them from your middle school to your high school, and you already get 2 credits.
Is there any other classes you can think of that also does the same thing?
The foreign languages usually do.
Foreign languages?
Yeah, I think that's about it in middle school.
Yeah. Well, those are always a good thing to take going into high school. So now reverse that. Is there anything you might think of that hurt you in high school instead of helping you? Something you wish you'd do over?
I wish I could have done my freshman year over again because like in 8th grade, I mentally prepared myself for high school, and then in high school, I started to fall off, and I just got into the wrong people. And if I could do freshman year over again, I would stay with my classes, not fool around, and just focus on my goals, because now that I'm a senior, I have reached those goals and I am a completely different person. I just wish I could have done that sooner.
Yeah. Would you agree with that, Shake?
Yeah. I think freshman year was probably the most confusing. But once you got a hold of it, it didn't. Freshman year wasn't too bad. Sophomore year was a little worse for me. I just didn't care as much as freshman year. I wasn't as terrified.
Yeah, I get you guys, because that's what happened to me too. When I was in freshman year, I didn't really do much, but when sophomore year came around, I was just like, hey, I really need to get stuff together. So you already recommended that 8th grade students should look into foreign languages and math. So is there anything you wish you would have taken but didn't? Did you guys both take math classes? And, well, you said you already took math classes, but did you guys both take foreign languages?
I didn't take a foreign language because I took gym and stuff. So I kind of wish I would have taken a foreign language, because halfway through my sophomore year I dropped out of French. So I have to retake the second semester of French at some point in order to graduate. So I wish I would have gotten ahead in Spanish, because if I would have taken Spanish, I don't think that I would have dropped out as quickly.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I didn't take any. I took an intro to Spanish class 7th grade, and I didn't like it, so I never took.
Yeah.
I didn't take another one in 8th grade, so I kind of wish I would have kept going with it.
Yeah. Sometimes it's not for everybody, but is there any other general advice, something we haven't really mentioned, that you would give these 7th graders about 8th grade?
I'd say just enjoy it. Try to, find people who are going to go to your high school and make friends with them, so you have people to go into it with, and just you don't regret anything when you leave.
Yeah, and with that, how about for students who don't really know anybody? Like, what would you give to them as an advice?
Just, I won't say throw yourself out there, but throw yourself out there. It's never too late to make friends, but if you don't have friends going into high school and you don't know where you're going in the high school, then you get really afraid really quickly. And if you can make friends in middle school, then that gives you a foundation of where to start in high school, friend base.
Basically, just be yourself and put yourself out there, and don't be nervous. Great. Well, that is all good advice. Our audience is only a year away from that experience, so hopefully they'll take what you guys said in consideration, and hopefully they'll include that in their high school years. So thank you all for sharing your experience and insights with our audience, and thank you 7th graders for your attention. I hope you paid close attention to what these two have said, and I hope you will consider what they said as you choose your class for 8th grade, and we challenge you to do your best, and we'll see you in high school before you know it. Thanks.